Hey geeks, it's Andrea. Today we're going to go over 5 more haunted places. We went over 5 at the beginning of Horror Month, so be sure to check that out if you haven't seen it. We will also be going over 5 more later in the month. Alright geeks, let's go. Banff Springs Hotel, Alberta, Canada. Built in 1888, the Banff Springs Hotel is a gorgeous and large hotel with rumors of some hauntings on site. There was actually a family murdered in room 873. Guests can no longer stay in that room because they have permanently closed it up. Some visitors have reported seeing the family walking down the hall. Guests have also seen a woman in a wedding dress. The original story was reported that a woman was preparing for her big day when she fell down the stairs and broke her neck because she noticed that her wedding dress had caught fire. Guests have also reported being helped to their room by a bellhop by the name of Sam McCauley, who had worked there in the 60s. People say that once they try to tip him or have a conversation with him, he just simply disappears. Rose Hall, Montego Bay, Jamaica. The Rose Hall was built in 1770 for the low price of 30,000 euros. That's unbelievable considering what it would be worth today. One of the previous owners was known to have kept several slaves and was rumored to have killed at least 3 husbands, as well as multiple slaves. Although in 2007, when the rumor was investigated, no evidence turned up. Many still believe it to be true. Some visitors have reported seeing her husbands, and some former slaves that still inhabit the property. Eastern State Penitentiary, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States. Aside from being known for being notoriously haunted, the Eastern State Penitentiary is known for being the first to implement solitary confinement. Their version of solitary confinement drove several inmates into insanity. It continued to operate as a prison until 1970. During that time, prisoners and guards both claimed to have paranormal experiences and see ghosts. Since being abandoned in 1971, it has become a popular spot for amateur investigators to illegally break into. Most visitors report having experiences at the prison. People have seen shadowy bodies that turn away and disappear, a specific shadowy body in the guard tower, shadowy bodies sliding down the walls in cell block 6. They've also reported seeing ghostly transparent faces in cell block 4, and cackling has been heard from cell block 12. Visitors have also heard unexplained talking, footsteps, and cell doors banging. Greyfriars Kirkyard, Edinburgh, Scotland. Greyfriars Kirkyard is a graveyard that surrounds Greyfriars Kirk. Incredibly violent cases have been reported to occur here. Cases of being scratched or even leaving with broken fingers and bruises have occurred. There have been several hundred cases of visitors blacking out when visiting. The cause of these events is believed to be by the ghost known as the Mackenzie poltergeist. In 2004, a couple of teenagers broke into the tomb of Sir George Mackenzie. They broke in through a ventilation slot that has since been sealed up. They broke into several coffins in the lower vault within the tomb. After taking a skull, they played football with it in the grass on the yards. Some say this event enraged the spirits and have been blamed for more violent events. Winchester Mystery House, San Jose, California, United States. Widow of William Wirt Winchester, heir to the Winchester firearms and tuberculosis victim, Sarah Winchester was so sure that she was being haunted by the ghosts of people that were killed with firearms that she left Connecticut and built her own mansion in San Jose, California for the sole purpose of being able to escape her tormentors. The Winchester Mystery House is called this because the house is just a maze of sorts. There are staircases that lead nowhere, doors that open to walls, rooms with no floors, and was a project built with no real building plans, like most buildings would be. The mansion was not only a massive and giant project, but she oversaw the construction every single day and often throughout the night. The project began in 1884 and continued until her death in 1922. Today, the mansion is partially open to explore through a guided tour. Many believe that they have not only seen the spirits that she spent her later years running from, but also other strange events and Sarah herself. Alright geeks, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Be sure to pick up a t-shirt to remember that you were here for our first horror month. If you're new here, we are doing 31 videos in just 31 days, so be sure to come back tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Alright geeks, I'll see you tomorrow.